Another Brick fan here with a 2020 Hidden Side set. This is Haunted Fairground. This is set 70432, was released in January 2020, has 466 pieces, 5 minifigures, and cost about $50 when it was released. This is a nice big set, makes for a really good display piece, and it has a lot of good play features that we'll go through. Let's take a closer look. As you can see, the main attraction is this little roller coaster that goes around behind this clown face that we see in the center. Over here on the right hand side of the model is a ticket booth with some really nice stickers and some decoration there. You can see the Happy World sign up there. I like how they set it up so that some of these are in the kind of smoky or black, trans black color. So indicating maybe burned out lights as opposed to the other colored lights that are on there. Down on the ticket booth, there's some nice gold accenting, which I think goes really nicely with this dark red color. Underneath this little clown face is a color that may interact with the application as well. Moving to the center of the model, you see that there's a rocket type ride or a lift type ride. So you see you flick this here and it forces the ride up, which we'll take a look at here in just a minute. There's a control panel over here on this side, which again has a colored piece that can interact with the application. And then of course our color wheel is over here. And that's the same kind of build for the color wheel we see in about 2 or 3 of these different sets. Over here on the left hand side is a exit here, or at this end of the roller coaster, another panel down here that you can see. Taking a look at a couple of the action features. If we push over here, we can get the roller coaster to go around. And when it hits the other end here, you see a nice ghost look to it. So there's the hands open up and there are eyes on both of the hands. The top of the mouth with a tongue sticking out matches up with the bottom of the mouth here at the end of the railroad, or the end of the roller coaster, which makes for a nice monster look here. Going to the center, there's this kind of rocket or lift ride. You have to give this a lot of oomph. If you just go like that, it doesn't do anything, but if you really hit it, you'll see that it opens up the clown face on the top and shows you this nice monster face, which I think looks great with these eye stickers. The bright blue nose is kind of interesting. See, those gloom pieces are used to create the monster face for this set, which I think looks really good. So the nice haunting features of this are pretty well integrated into the set and actually reveal themselves when you take the rides. A couple of other things to notice is there's these little stickers that show that the ride is maybe falling apart a little bit. You can see some exposed wiring. There's one here and there's one over here on the other railroad, on the other track. Again, on the car here, you notice has a couple of these grayed out or blackened tiles, so I think indicating burned out lights. So some more disrepair that you see with this set. There's a couple of ivy or dark forest green tree pieces down here. Lots of little details that kind of show a broken down or run down fairground. Not a lot to see on the back, although if we look here quickly on the sides, there are some stickers here. All the way around the back, you can see a little bit of detailing there inside the ticket booth. With a little ice cream soft serve station, as well as a little TV monitor back here in the corner. Let's take a look at how the application interacts with this set. So first thing you need to do is scan the set. So there it is, detected the set, plays this nice intro scene. Ghosts come in, there's a lot of good animation in there. And our objective is to clear the gloom. I like to look around the scenery And as you see here, there's a Ferris wheel in the back called the Evil Wheel. There's some more booths around that obviously are a bit run down. Here's another tent with some holes in it. You see a carousel over here on the side, and then it looks like a tunnel back there with some gloom in it, and then all the back outside the broken down fence is all gloomed out as well. So like all the other sets, you first change the color on the color wheel, and it wants yellow. So we come down here and we turn color wheel to yellow, line this up, tap, and now we have to scan around to find the gloom, which is right there. We destroy the gloom by scanning it and then tapping on it. And then it'll ask us to move to the next color on the color wheel. And we continue moving through the gloom that way. Let's take a quick look at the minifigures now. As I mentioned in the opening, this set comes with 5 minifigures. They are Parker, JB, Jack, Jimbo Loblo, and Terry Top. Let's start with our heroes. This is Jack, Parker, and JB. This is a good version of Jack here in his white hoodie, but unlike the 2019 sets, the hoodie is now down around his neck with a new little neck piece. And he's wearing a new hairpiece that is his cap and hair. He's wearing his cap backward in this case. Parker is in her same jean jacket and jeans with the patchworks on her jacket, and then she has the new hairpiece. Instead of the yellow hat she was wearing in 2019, she's wearing teal headphones now. And then finally JB, I believe this is the same one we've seen. I think there's 2 JBs in this wave. In this case, JB has got a kind of a pink hairpiece there with a goggles that go around her. She's wearing her lab coat and then some of her ghost fighting gear. I like how her ID card is there on her leg. The printing there lines up pretty well with the belt and everything. And I like the little Frankenstein on her shirt. As we turn these slightly, you can see that everybody has a mobile device that they use to help fight the ghosts. No printing on the sides of any of these, but you now get a good look at that hoodie piece that goes around Jack's neck right there. Of course, all the way around here you see more tools tucked into JB's belt, more patchwork on the back of Parker, and then the bill of the cap here is in the back of Jack. We take these off, you can see that each has an alternate expression. There's Jack looking a little scared, an intense look for Parker, and a scared look for JB as well. Let's take a look at the 2 clowns that come with the set. This is Jimbo Loblo and Terry Top, our 2 clown figures that come with the Fairground. As you can see, Jimbo has got a nice red bow tie, some very nicely printed top coat there. I like the blue bowler hat that matches his jacket. He's got the very short legs, the ones that don't bend at all. He's carrying a pink umbrella that I remember from the Harry Potter theme, although it's probably been used in many sets since. Then, of course, Terry Top is wearing a big pink top hat. She has a nice ruffle there around her neck. I like the printing. It's very colorful printing on her kind of overalls, it looks like, that she's wearing. With the big fuzzy buttons in the front, the polka dots down her legs. As we move around the figures, no printing on the sides. You can see neither one has an alternate face since they're wearing hats and not hair pieces. A little more patchwork and some quilting showing through there on Jimbo. And Terry continues that nice printing on the back of her torso, and you can see the suspenders that she's wearing also in a nice polka dot pattern on the back. As with all Hidden Side sets, there are a couple of characters that end up being haunted or struck by gloom. These are our two characters. Let's take a look at them in their gloomed form. Here are our gloomed clowns. This set also comes with the selection of gloom pieces in that nice trans yellow-green color. You see that Jimbo is now wearing the claws as well as his new face, and it still shows a little bit of the clown makeup if you look closely. Terry has this new gloom piece here which angles her torso, so it goes in between her legs and her torso to kind of show her separating as if she was cut in half, which makes for a really good effect. She's also wearing these power pieces that show her hands glowing, getting ready to perhaps shoot some gloom. And her head also has been switched out for this trans yellow-green colored head. There's a little bit of printing on the back of the heads on both of these. You can see just a little bit of shadowing there. And you get a good look here at this little waist piece for Terry, which I think looks really cool, and they're getting very creative on the new gloom pieces that they include in these sets. Let's go back and I'll give you my final thoughts on this set. Once again, they have created a fun play set for the hidden side. This is a very colorful set. I like the clown face you see way up high there on the top of the lift or rocket ride. Although it takes a little bit of, you got to flick the little control bar quite a bit to get the coaster up to the top. But when it works, it looks really nice as the clown face opens up to reveal the monster face behind it. The detailing and the use of stickers is very good, with all of them around the ticket booth to give it a colorful, welcoming appeal. I like how they created the lights around like the Happy World sign here in all those different trans colors, and using some of the trans black or the gray to indicate burned out lights to show off the repairs that need to be done at this haunted fairground. The rides, although very short, are nice and effective. I think they add a lot of play into the set itself. The ticket booth also doubles as an ice cream stand. You see some ice cream cones out there, and then if you look, as we looked inside, you saw the ice cream dispenser is done in there. Lots of good fairground stuff. Even though it doesn't have a lot of pieces, it still builds a pretty big model. The large roller coaster pieces probably justify a little bit higher cost than the 10 cent per piece. And of course, 5 minifigures is nice to get and fits right around at that fair price of around $50. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this set. I'm going to get going on my next video. Until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel to see more content. I put a link up here to more of my hidden side reviews.